Hey everyone, welcome back to Low Luxury, the channel where I show you what authentic luxury clothing and streetwear looks like. So, we've looked at the Yeezy slides, and we've unboxed some pairs of off-white sneakers, but today is going to be really fun because we're going to combine those and check out a real pair of off-white slides. Let's get into it. But before we get going, I've looked into it, and a very tiny percentage of you are actually subscribed to the channel. So it doesn't cost you anything. If you like the content I make, just click that subscribe button, and I thank you profusely. So first, let's take a look at the box. As you can see, it's really kind of long and skinny, measuring about 13 3/4 inches by only 5 inches. And you can see it is a kind of greenish off-white box, and it's got a bit of a texture to it. And you can see that here, it's kind of a rough texture, almost like a canvas or something. And you do have some text on the top. You've got 2013 copyright in black. Slightly above that to the right in quotation marks, shoebox. And then off on the right side, and this line, the off-white line, will line up with the 2013 on the other side. You've got the off-white CO Virgil Abloh, and then that kind of mission statement. And as always, take a look at the trademarks here and make sure they are tight with the words. Centered down at the bottom, you get off-white trademark. On one of the short sides, you get the shoebox markings. So in a box right here, you can see in orange, big letters, SB. And under that, it says off-white trademark official shoebox. And then coming up on the right in its own little box, you've got SB 4 times, and then centered under that, off-white official shoebox. And as you can see, this is placed on the lower part of the box. The other short side does have a sticker in the bottom right, and that's got a barcode. And then the important thing is that model number. The off-white model numbers pretty much always start with the O, so 0MIA in this case. Off to the right, you've got your size in European, which is 43, or a US 10. And underneath, you've got the model spray stripes, slider, black-orange, off-white. And then folded over the inside of the bag, you've got this card here, and the color pretty much matches the box itself. And on this one, you've got your arrows up here in a little sort of rectangular box. Then off-white CO Virgil Abloh. And then you've got a little line here and some text underneath, and you can see that that text matches up perfectly with the line. And also note these arrows where they end. They end right above the L in Abloh. You've got the off-white kind of motto down here, some more information. And you get an outline of the slides. Your model number, which should match what was on the sticker. Model, color, and size in EU, UK, and US. Now let's open this thing up and see what we got, right? Alright, awesome. So first up, of course, we get a dust bag. So it's a canvas bag, and it's that same greenish off-white color, and printed on there in black, you got off-white CO Virgil Abloh trademark. And then at the left and right ends on the top, you've got these white little strings that are tied shut and then frayed at the end, which will cinch it shut. The stock paper is also that green, but printed on it, you've got off-white trademark pattern in quotation marks all over. Now, let's look at the slides. So first up, you will see this kind of little piece in here that looks weird, but that is not part of the slide. So that is a little piece of black cardstock, matte black, that was in there to shape the slide in the box so it doesn't go flat or anything. Very smart. So here you can see the silhouette of the shoe, and this is a lip. It comes up quite a bit, but you can see it kind of comes up, and then it's straight for a bit through the slide, and then it has this pretty harsh dip right there. And there you can see the texture of the foam. It's kind of an almost leather pattern. And you can see it's almost like a midsole and a sole, right? So the midsole is that textured piece, and then it flattens out and it's smooth right there on this strip that goes all the way around the slide. Printed at the heel, of course, you've got the classic off-white arrows in orange. Take a look at how nice and centered that is and where it's placed in relation to the edges of the slide. And printed by the toes, you've got right on the left foot, interestingly, and then left on the right foot. And you can see that the slides, they are shaped for the toes right there. So it kind of comes up and then back down for the toe area, so it really kind of hugs your feet nicely. Now let's look at the bottom of the slides here. So you can see they do have little kind of bubbles or holes here, which is an off-white staple. So you've got 4 over here getting continually smaller, and then 3 right here, again from big to small. And then you've got 2 over here, big on the outside and smaller on the inside, and those are nice and centered in a straight line. And you can also see it's kind of a stretched honeycomb pattern on the inside for the treads. And also on those holes, take a look, because they also have kind of cutouts on them in interesting places. Right in the middle there, you get your size pressed in, the European size. And going along the outside, you've got Made in Italy in all caps also pressed in. And make sure you take a look at the pattern of this line that's going throughout. It's almost like a little dip that goes all the way throughout. So you can see it kind of goes in there. So this part is bigger where it says Made in Italy, and then it comes back out to go around the toes. It gets a bit bigger right there, and then you get another dip in right there going down. Now let's take a look at the over piece. So you can see the pattern here, the spray painted pattern in black and orange, very clean. And you can see right here where they cut out to glue it in, it's nice and even with the slide itself, but you can see a little bit of glue in there, so that's okay. Don't be too alarmed about that. And this is a kind of foam. You can see on the inside there the texture to that. And you can also see the layers right here, so it's a kind of slightly thicker layer of foam, and then a little bit of white is the piece that they actually painted on. So I love the way that these fit. They're a somewhat tighter fit, but I think that's the way that slides really should be, so they're not flopping around all over the place. So I would get your normal size. And they're really nice and fitted to the feet because they've got the lips around the main part of the foot and then these little dips for your toes, so they really hold you in there in a very nice and comfortable way. I think I'm going to be wearing these very often. It's really hot right now, and I am loving them. I'm loving the fit and the look. So that is how you tell the difference between a real and a fake pair of off-white slides. Take a look at the other video on screen here, subscribe to this channel, like this video, support black designers, and I will see you next time.